Hi, my name is Melissa Bryan, and I'm coming to you from my beautiful farm in eastern Washington. In order to introduce myself today, I would like to paint you a picture. Consider for a moment what life in prison would look like. Picture towering, impenetrable stone walls and rolls of razor wire above your head. Your ears are filled with the brassy sound of heavy keys clanking together and the deafening clatter of metal on metal as cell doors slam around you. Everyone seems to be simultaneously talking, yelling, and arguing. Silence is no longer an option for you. The confined space is oppressive, noisy, and hot. Now, imagine your complete loss of freedom, no longer able to come and go as you please. Everyone is invading your protected personal space. You're scared, confused, and angry, but so is everyone around you. Now you're just another number, sweating among hundreds of others. Do these images invoke fear for you? What about dread? How about a sense of hopelessness and loss? What if I told you that thousands of people just like myself make the conscious choice to spend our lives in prison? Would you believe me if I told you that the keys to true freedom can be found within the walls of imprisonment? Now, would you believe me if I told you that this choice has given me the greatest satisfaction I have ever felt, that I have finally found my purpose? As a child in the foster care system, I was angry, lost, and confused. Having inattentive parents offered me a profound sense of freedom. I was free to come and go as I pleased, dabbling in any activity that tickled my fancy. The loss of this freedom in foster care felt like entering prison. Now I was forced to be accountable for my actions and the consequences. My sole focus was to escape the confines of structure, discipline, and routine. But the shackles remained. Shackles, I discovered, come in many forms: physical, mental, or emotional. For me, I felt held down by every binder imaginable. Now, most foster parents have biological children in the home and do not relish a disruption to the equilibrium of the family dynamic. I learned quickly that disruption was my gift, and I learned to yield that power at will. Hence, the results were generally swift and permanent. As a last resort, my social worker reached out to a long retired foster family that had grown children. A short term placement was agreed upon, and I was quickly carted off into the unknown again. We drove for what felt like hours, passing mile after mile, cornfield after cornfield. Well, when you're disgruntled and fighting reality, 40 miles from civilization feels more like Jupiter. My new reality became a hog farm surrounded by crops in every direction. As that short term placement morphed into years, my eyes were open to the endless freedom at my disposal. No longer was I bound by the tethers of my own making. I was now free to explore what possibilities were available. I was freely given grace, love, and opportunity. So, how did I end up choosing to spend my life in prison, you may ask? Jesus Christ. With the learned experiences of the ground shifting from beneath me, forever seeking to escape, and my impressive gift of disruption, I found kindred spirits in the incarcerated population. I could understand their fears and struggles and still be the light in their darkest days, reflecting the light that I discovered through Jesus Christ on that farm in Iowa. Now, fast forward 30 years, and multiple career attempts later, the catalyst for me was a denial of career advancement due to my lack of formal education. Never being one to accept defeat without seeking personal improvement, I knew I needed to educate myself. Enter Waldorf University Online. Obtaining my bachelor's in psychology is enabling me to explore my future confidently and have the education to back my endeavors. I plan to delve into the world of cognitive behavioral therapy, actively participating in the successful reentry of the incarcerated population. I want to teach them how to utilize tools to become good neighbors, allowing them to contribute positively to our society. This, my friends, is why I passionately choose to spend my life in prison. Waldorf University has enabled me to fulfill my purpose at work while obtaining the education I need to further my mission. I have learned that purpose plus tenacity equals fulfillment. Thank you. I hope you have a blessed day.